Hey everybody, it's Tyler from Streamer Growth School, and this is our case study. I've been looking at our channel, HeyYouVideoGame, month after month, kind of getting into the stats, the analytics a little bit, and just talking about what we did right this month, what we can work on in the future month, just to kind of give a little bit more behind the scenes on what's going on my own channel. I never want to give advice on how to grow a channel if I'm not working on my own. And so here's what we're doing for HeyYouVideoGame. We are on month 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. June 2021, and we have hit our highest average viewership yet. And it's I'm just gonna say it, this has just been a weird month. It hit June, and so summer is upon us. It feels like there's less people on Twitch. I don't know if that's actually true. I mean, we hit our highest numbers, but it just feels like there's less people around a little bit. I know that I'm personally watching a lot less Twitch, and because COVID, at least in the United States, a lot more states are opening up. I feel like more people are going outside and spending less time watching, their screens. With that said, I mean, I don't have the numbers to support it. I'm just saying it feels that way. But it was a good month from us. But it was definitely weird, So we've seen 8.9. It's been just kind of slow and steady. We hit February, which was a great month for us, and then we had 2 months where we took 2 steps back, and then we kind of bounced back in May, and then this month we're back on the upward trajectory, and it feels good. Here's what we've done in regards of follows. Again, every time you guys see this is where we got follow botted. Absolute nightmare. Not our most follows. 80 follows. Let's see. Compared to other months, I'd say in these months I did a lot more posting on Twitter, trying to intentionally get people to follow us. But now I just let it happen naturally. We got 80 follows in June. I think primarily these came from one of the gaming categories that we streamed the most, which was Outward. But we're going to talk about that. When it comes to subs, wait a second. Is that right? Yeah, because it's July. Subs, we saw, again, a decrease. I really think these first 2 months, we saw a lot of people who were just subbing initially because they were excited for us to finally go affiliate. And I think this is probably going to be the more kind of average sub area that we're going to be at. Including with revenue, we saw a drop this month. But again, as far as us, we really appreciate the money, but it's not really about that for us. But it's still interesting just to kind of see. And I think this is probably where we're going to sit at. Time streamed. This was one of our lowest months, which is interesting because this month we actually did a 12-hour stream. But even still, with June happening, myself and my co-partner, my co-stream partner here, we just are out and about. We're going on vacations. We're doing things. It's just been a little bit harder to get some stream time in together. And so this truly, it is the least amount we've ever streamed in a month. So maybe that corresponded to the higher viewership number. Possible, but not by a ton, but definitely lower compared to the winter months where we were almost doing double than that. So two days, 3 hours in total. But let's get into the actual month thing so we can kind of walk through this a little bit here. Let me apply this. Let's try this. There we go. Here we go, and do days. Here we go. So here's the month. Pretty interesting. We'll kind of go through each one of these. Average viewership. At the beginning of the month, on June 4th, we did our 24-hour, or not 24, we did a 12-hour stream. It was something that we promoted and we were playing it on this game called Outward, which is a very low viewership game. I think if you can get 10 average viewers, you are at the top, but at any given time, there might be 8 channels live, if that. And we really tried to promote this idea behind this game because we were a fan of it, of the 1,000 viewer challenge. And I posted on Reddit, I posted on Discords, I posted on Twitter, talking, or, you know, at the developers of this game saying, hey, if there's other streamers out there who are streaming this game, why don't you stream this day too? Together, let's try to boost this game up in the categories. And while we didn't get to our 1,000 viewer goal, not just for our channel, but collectively, we did get it over 100, which for that game is actually like a pretty, I mean, it was not a big deal, but it definitely, you know, was a way to kind of rally the community and get people streaming. There was a lot more people streaming it than normal, and it was just like a fun thing to do. By the end of our stream, we kind of joked about, you know, we were just always trying to aim for 100 viewers and just, you know, kind of missed the mark. But as you can see, our community showed up. It was on a Friday. We had a lot of people show up just to lurk, just to kind of help us out on view numbers. But I was actually surprised the amount of people who were there through good chunks of the day. And it was interesting to see some of our friends of the stream show up in the morning, and maybe we'd see them later at night and see different people stop in throughout the day. The 12-hour stream was physically body-wise not bad at all, but my voice after the end of 12 hours, my voice was just shot. I'm not kidding. I wish I had some lozenges. We talk a lot, we yell a lot, we project a lot on our stream. Literally days after, my voice was just kind of done. That was kind of interesting. 12-hour stream. I'd recommend it. It was not something I'm going to do every month, or we're going to do every other month or anything like that. But just like once in a blue moon, it kind of worked out with our schedules. We went for it. And because it was something that was rare, I think we had a lot of our friends of the stream showing up for that. And then we took a huge break. We literally we did on the 4th, we did this. Gimmick, my partner, was gone. On the 9th, I did something called the Triple Carry Challenge, where I played PUBG, Warzone, and not Fortnite. What am I missing? PUBG, Warzone. Basically, it was 3 battle royales. I'm having like a brain fart. It was 3 battle royales that we played, and the point was it was going to be a community thing. We're going to have community people play with me in game and carry me to the top to get a victory in all 3 of those things. And if I won each of those games, which I still can't believe, I can't remember what the 3rd game was. Warzone, PUBG, and Apex Legends. Gosh, how did I forget that? If I got to win in all 3, later, Gimmick, my partner, was going to stick a cloak on my back. Honestly, didn't get a lot of views on there. I did a lot of work promoting it beforehand. I'm not really sure why. At the end of the day, though, I don't care. It was definitely one of the most fun streams I've personally had. It was just an absolute blast. You know, we ended up winning all 3 of the games. Something about that, it's something I'd seen by Dr. Disrespect. I thought it was a cool idea, just went for it. Why did we get less views? Maybe, you know, I think part of it maybe would be the fact that maybe Gimmick wasn't there. And we haven't been playing a lot of Battle Royale, so it was different for our channel. But I really did do a lot of work promoting it and didn't see the viewership that I thought would be there. With that said, I'll probably still do something like that again in the future. It was just a lot of fun for our channel, and the people who did show up, I think, had a good time. We launched back into the week. We had our Wednesday stream, which after a kind of long lull, I think this is kind of a trend. When we take a break, even if it's a gap between 7 days or 5 days or 4 days, the first day back typically sees a kind of drop in viewership. So we came back Wednesday, me and Gimmick, we played together, Outward, and then on Thursday we did the christening stream, where what we did was I got the cloak for winning the Triple Carry Challenge. We got rated by a friend of the stream, which really helped bring up our numbers in a big way, which was a lot of fun to get rated. And I keep on saying that, like, you know, always raid out, because people appreciate when you raid, and sometimes they pay it back. And and it's just good to make friends with other streamers. You're not making friends with other streamers just so you get people to raid you or to come to your channel, but it's just nice to support one another, especially, you know, when you enjoy their content and they enjoy yours. But this stream went really well. This Friday was actually just like the wee morning hours, kind of the finish of that stream. And then we took another big long break. We went back to Outward on June 23rd. At this point, I feel like these 2 days we weren't really into the game. We had been taking such a long break, it was hard to get back into. So we decided the next night to play Ark, which was an absolute nightmare. A few things that I learned from this stream was, one, always have the game downloaded before you start streaming. I thought I could just download it real quick and talk on stream and jump into it. I was literally downloading Ark for an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that, and it just really set the tone for the stream. I was kind of in a sour mood, and I think people could tell. You know, it's just like, man, why am I here? You know, Gimmick was able to play the game, but it just, the dynamic was off. And then when we finally got into Ark, it was late. I was frustrated. I was angry. You know, I just wasn't feeling it. And so it was one of our lower average viewerships, but I think that was just kind of the lesson learned. Always have the game downloaded beforehand. Be ready to play or do whatever you're going to do. Don't get it all together on the stream. That was just silly of me. This Saturday played Rust, just kind of a typical stream. And then yesterday we did something unique. It was our first community challenge where we, you know, people could give points towards this community goal, and we were gonna show off our stream shack. It was gonna be an IRL stream, and it was a ton of fun. I was surprised how many people showed up, how many people enjoyed it. The place we stream, I think, is pretty unique. It was interesting kind of to show people around, and also because we're co-streamers, we were able to show off, you know, where I sit and he sits and kind of our computer setup. On top of it, I got sushi and I got a bottle of wine, you know, some things that we paid for with our affiliate money, just to have a good time, hang out, set the mood, have some music going on in the background. And it was a real blast. I don't think we're going to do this all the time, but we're definitely going to do more IRL streams. And I think it just shows sometimes you just need to change it up. If you're just gaming all the time, throw in an IRL stream, do a cooking stream, like do something outside of the box. People are going to really enjoy it. I think it kind of brings some fresh life into the stream, so it's not just the same thing day in and day out. So all that to say, really good. Follows are kind of all over the place. I think the time stream shows that, you know, we put in our 12-hour stream here on the Friday. The rest of the time was pretty general. As far as promoting through Twitter, continue to do that. It's seen, I'd say, a little bit of success. You know, continue to do that. Just kind of promote our Twitter and grow that account. TikTok, I did stop doing TikTok. I couldn't crack the code. And so if you're somebody who's doing TikTok for your stream, help a brother out. Come and send me a message in a comment. Do something like that. I've reached out to a few people, and hopefully I'm going to have them on the podcast pretty soon, who is doing TikTok well and getting people to jump from TikTok over to their channel. But I just couldn't figure it out yet. And I found that there was a lot of work to kind of upkeep it. And so without the results and with the amount of time putting in, I've stopped doing that. July is going to be interesting for our channel. I'm gonna do as much as we can, but it is summer. We got some more little vacation weekend trips planned. Also, I have another kid on the way who's gonna be born at the end of this month. That's gonna throw a little curveball into our stream, but we're gonna try our hardest just to keep on with our routine schedule of streaming twice a week and try to think up some new ideas, something fun for a new community challenge. I'd say this has been a good month, and I really would say the thing I learned is do something different, do something outside the norm, whether it's an IRL stream, the triple carry challenge, doing something unique with a variety of games, or even doing a 12-hour stream, but making sure that you promote it well. And I don't think if you do a 12-hour stream every single day, it's gonna stand out. But if you're a channel like ours who does some 4-hour streams, finally do a 12-hour stream really means something, and it'll get people showing up. Well, that is the case study. Here's what's going on with our stream. What's going on with your stream? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you enjoy this, hit the subscribe bell or whatever it's called. All right, this is Streamer Growth School signing out.